All right, Capricorns. Well, I definitely see. It's so funny that I was had such a strong urge to tell you that because I see it here. I see it. Excuse me, here with the Hermit and the Moon, and this is definitely internal fears. And this is a very emotional card, so I think there's a fear of giving and letting somebody into your deep emotional being, and you're kind of just letting something sit right now and spending time by yourself because you're not ready for that. But let's get into your reading and see what else comes. You're definitely you're going on a journey. You're leaving a situation, not leaving it for good necessarily, Capricorn, but you are going to a place where you are going to get some inner peace and solitude. Now there may be people with you, but you're kind of getting away. I always say, lots of people say leaving rougher waters, but I always view this as a spiritual journey. Even if you're just going to the beach for a weekend, or going and having a staycation somewhere in the city, this is a very swords are air energies, and so you're going into your head and figuring things out, and you do that, Capricorns. You're good, you're calculating, and you're methodical, and sometimes you just need to go somewhere, even if it's by yourself or just getting away, to kind of reset and clear your mind a little bit. So that's what's going on right now, and what's crossing you is the Five of Wands, and there is some tension there within your love life. There's been some fighting and some upset and some challenges, and with the Five of Wands, Wands being a fiery energy. So if you're involved with fiery energy and you're taking some time to decide and being slow with your emotions, they can get very antsy and they don't want to be waiting. They just want to know where they stand, and you don't know where they stand. That's what's happening, is you don't know where they stand with you, and you don't know where you may know where where you stand with them, but they don't know. You're not opening up, and you may very well deeply feel love for them or interest, whether you're dating or just starting with someone new, or even if you're in a long-term relationship or in a close bond. You're kind of pulling back like you do and not sharing all of your emotions and internal thoughts. And so if you are dealing with some fire sign or a fire sign energy, which you very well may be, wands, this is not fire sign, but they're feeling frustrated because they don't know where they stand, and fire signs can deal with anything. They just need to know what they're dealing with. Okay, so Five of Wands, and this is also kind of it's almost like power plays. I mean, there's definitely feelings there and love there, and so you're kind of testing them, and so it could be real fighting, but it also could be real fighting to see how far you can push them. So that could also be the scenario. They may be putting up a fight because they're like, what is going on with this? I don't know what's going on. It's been 6 months. They haven't said they love me. We always have a good time together. I don't think they're seeing anybody else, but I don't know where I stand. Are we going to the next level? That type of a thing. And you could be just testing them, but they don't like it, and it causes issues. It causes them to get very frustrated. And when you frustrate a fire sign, they will they let you know it, and they're not afraid to communicate and very clearly and crisply communicate how they're feeling. So there's definitely a struggle going on. One thing that I do see though is this can also be the struggle for another meaning in this card, and I don't think this is regarding too much you right now because this is a love reading, but this card can mean struggle for wealth and earning. And so you may be working really hard and not having so much go on in your love life because you're just focusing on working to try to establish yourself. But that's more for a general reading, but I do want to say that because if that is going on a little bit, it can be impacting your love life, and that is okay. It's not like you have to have a solid love life by any means. You just, if you're focusing on that, then you're focusing on that, and you could be frustrated with it. And so you're not able to focus on your love life. So that could be happening too. But in the context of a love reading, I'm feeling this is kind of a sham fight, pushing and pulling and testing each other, and you're not giving and they want you to give. They need to know what's going on. So, but here you are. This is the grounding of the situation. This is the Hanged Man. You're you're waiting, you're unsure, you're contemplating, and you just don't know. You're not really ready to fully open up yet. And that's what it is. Now, what's crowning the situation is the Queen of Wands. Now, if you are dealing with a fire sign or someone with fire energy, and even if you're not dealing, even if that's not the person in your life, you may have a lot of those, energies. But this is a card of stature, and this person is very established and very powerful in their energy. It's like they walk into a room and everybody knows it, and they know that everybody knows it. So you're dealing with a very strong and enticing and capable energy. And that's that's a lot of how fire signs are. But it's not like they're proud and egotistical. They're also very capable and hardworking when they choose to be, and just strong and sturdy. So that's kind of the crowning the situation. So I think you're dealing with someone that is ready for a next phase, and you're not ready to give that to them yet, and they're getting frustrated. Okay, now this is what's in your past. The Page of Swords. This is an energy of preparedness, and he's looking back. He's checking to see what's behind him. He's up on a hill. He's scouting out the terrain. What's there? What's coming after me? What's not coming after me? I'm here. I'm prepared, and I can see everything. So it's kind of an energy. I don't necessarily think that this is somebody that you're dealing with. It could be. It could be somebody that's a air sign. I'm not sure. They could be in your past. But if this is just the energy that's coming coming into April with you, it's a card of preparedness and checking out the situation, examining things, overseeing. So you could be still pulling that into April, where you're watching this person and you're not sure about them yet. But just know, Capricorn, in your usual way, to them, it's been 5 or 6 months maybe, and they're ready to know. They're done with you figuring them out still. I mean, yeah, relationships take a lifetime to build, but don't be afraid of opening up to them or of taking something to the next level. Now, if they've done something really shady, that's a different story, but I don't think that they have. I mean, this is a very hardworking, just individual. They just are ready, and they want to know where they stand, and you're still kind of figuring it out. All right, now, but on a positive note, in your near future, you have the Three of Cups, which is just a card of socializing and merriment and spending time with friends and getting drinks and going out. So if you're in a new relationship or an established bond, take them with you. Introduce them to your inner world a little bit. Have them meet your friends. Go meet their friends. If you're just starting to date, or if you're dating and there's not one person in here in your life, just go out. I'm not telling you to, you are going to. This is your near future. There's lots of socializing. But if you are figuring something out about a person, bring them into your life a little bit, okay? Look, she's looking forward. She's looking forward. She's looking towards the future with you, okay? So And obviously she or they are looking forward and excited about a future with you. So bring them into your inner world and go into their inner world, because one thing that fire signs have a tendency to do is they will go into everyone's world and become a big part of it, but they're kind of guarded in the fact that they don't bring people into their world. Leos are more likely to bring people into their world a lot more than Sagittarius and Aries. It takes them a while. They feel more comfortable being out with people, going to other people's houses, going to barbecues, and they're very social, but they feel more comfortable being in other situations than bringing people into their life. So make a point, especially if you're still trying to figure them out. One way to make them feel very loved is to make a point to spend time in their world. Say, I want to meet your friends. Can I meet your family? Let's have a barbecue at your house. Invite your friends and I'll invite my friends. That type of a thing. Bring them into your world and show them that you're not afraid to go into their world and that you want to be there. Even if you're still unsure, even if you're still figuring them out, that may give you a lot of peace about the situation, and you'll learn more than just watching and waiting like you are. Okay, now how they feel about the situation: more wands, fire energy, swift communication. It's coming right at you. They're ready. They're waiting for communication. They are seeing, this is their focus. Oh, no. This is you. This is them. But this is swift communication, and it's coming fast. So you're viewing the situation probably of this person. They're like, what's going on? What are we doing? Let's go out. Let's do this. You're probably not the one doing the communicating. I mean, you might be calling them and texting them and spending time with them, but you're kind of, you have been, at least anyway, you have been kind of beating around the bush, and they need you to just get right to the core of what is going on and they need you to communicate. And this is saying that you need to. This is how you're viewing the situation. You're feeling urges of knowing that it's time to say something. And so you will. I don't think this is energy coming to you. I think this is you giving that energy to them, because this is how you feel about the situation. You're having that internal urge of, I need to make a move. I need to take this to the next level, but I'm not quite sure yet. I'm afraid. Okay, so now how they're viewing the situation is the Justice card. Need I say more? I mean, they are really starting to wonder if you're going to be making a decision or not. And so they might be thinking, I need to take this into my own, I need to take control of the situation, and I might need to walk away because they're not giving me what I need, and I am very available, and we're having a great time together, and the feelings are deepening, but they're still on the fence about it, and I know that, and so I might be needing to make my own judgment of the situation. And you don't want that. You don't want that. But that's their energy. That's what they're feeling. They're inside of them. They're feeling this urge to make a judgment about it and to say, hey, man, you are a lover of mine. I love you to death. And I know we just met, or it's been 6 months, and I need to know where you stand. So that's what this is. Hopes and fears, Capricorn, moon, the moon card. Get out of these murky waters of your mind and your emotions. And it's not murky. It's there. Don't be afraid of them. Go through the gates. Go towards the stars. Leave this situation in your mind and just go through, like charge through. I dare you. That's kind of how I feel like saying, I dare you to show your emotions to this person, because they probably know you're fearful of it, and that probably will make them feel very cared for, that you're willing to open up. But I mean, you want to, you're looking out at it. You see the beauty and you see the openness of the situation, but you're just standing back a little bit. Just pull out of that. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of going through the emotional gates. Okay. Now, the outcome of the card is the Hermit. And I think, Capricorn, you're just not ready yet. Or they might be doing something that's making you unsure, although I don't think that's the case, except for the fact that they may be starting to maybe put a little bit of pressure on you to do it, which makes you pull back. I think especially if you're a man and they're a woman and they're a fiery energy and they're putting pressure on you, it's like double whammy, because Capricorns don't like to be put pressure on to show their emotions, one. And two, men don't like women put pressure on them. And I'm generalizing, I know, put pressure on them to show their emotions. So just makes you retreat even more. But you have to understand the situation and the amount of time that has passed in your situation, and try to not do this, although you're going to, because it's the outcome card. But now if you're a Capricorn woman and you're dealing with a man and they're putting pressure on you, you might just not be ready, and that is okay. But you just have to understand that you really just have to understand that you pulling away is going to cause, all that needs to be done is a little bit of opening up and a little bit of deeper communication. Because if you don't, they're kind of on the verge of coming to some sort of decision about, they're weighing about, what am I giving? What are they giving? Is this an equal relationship? Because from what I'm seeing right now is it's not. It might be equal in finances. Maybe you pay for dates. Maybe you split bills. Maybe you spend equal amount of time together. Maybe you travel equally. So yes, in that regard, it's equal. But in terms of emotional giving and acceptance, they're probably, from what I can see here in April, they're not seeing it as being equal. So you need to step up to the plate a little bit and not be so afraid. Okay? And for you, it takes a lot of energy to let people into your inner world emotionally and to express your emotion. That is very taxing on you. It's exhausting. So it's not so much that you're afraid of it. It's not like you're cowering because you're afraid to say I love you or something like that. It's that it's just exhausting for you to muster up those types of emotions and get them out of you. You feel them very deeply, but communicating them is a whole different thing for you. Okay? But that is what this person is needing. And you know that. And they're definitely worth it. Love given, love received. Metaphorical open heart surgery. This is going to be exactly. Love, sweet love, accept it, burnish it up, add to it, and pass it on. The presence of the fairy who was kissed by pixies suggests giving and receiving love and intimacy in any of a wide variety of relationships. She gives notice that this is a time to open and heal our hearts. Open your hearts, Capricorns. Different aspects of life may well be flowing happily together. Just like I said, you're equal in a lot of aspects of your life, okay? Everything's flowing together with regard to that. Now on emotions, it's a different level. Healing separations and hurts from the past. That could be what's going on here. Maybe you're just not ready yet. Bonding may take place and deep feelings emerge. Change for the better may occur in all aspects of life, but especially in relationships, which may be deepening and becoming richer. You may be experiencing love therapy or opening the heart as new relationships begin and old ones develop. So it's very light energy. I may have made too much seriousness out of it in the reading, but it's definitely light energy as far as this advice. Maybe this is just saying keep it light, but open your heart a little bit. And give love as well as accept it. They're very giving, it looks like, but you have to be giving. Open up your heart a little bit more.